Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to part 5 now of my DVD library collection here. So now we'll move on to part 5. Now I just ended on the science fiction. Now moving on to the thriller now, or suspense movies. So thriller, suspense we call it. Starting with once again in alphabetical order. Starting with 8mm, Absolute Power, Alex Cross. This is a really good one. All the President's Men, APT Pupil, Argo, next, Bad Influence, Basic, and Basic Instinct, Beyond a Reasonable Doubt, Blitz, and Blood Work. Alright. Then we got Blowout, The Bone Collector, another good one with Kurt Russell, Breakdown, Breakhard Pass. This is a great one. I really enjoy. Cellular, Changing Lanes. Well, probably this one, but Chloe. But this one I really do enjoy. Collateral. There. Next we got Color of Night, Conspiracy Theory, The Crush. Then we got the Ron Howard's David Lanham trilogy. First of the Da Vinci Code, and Angels and Demons, and then Inferno. And then Dead Calm. Then we got Death Sentence, which people seem to forget about. Film with these was Dead Silence in this film. If people regarding about director James Wan, people seem to forget Dead Silence and mainly this film as well. Before he did the Conjuring movies, so if you regard, or especially Aquaman and all that, if you regard about director James Wan, go back and look at Death Sentence, so, or Dead Silence. Then we got Peter Benchley's The Deep, Desperate Measures, and Disturbia, and then Domestic Disturbance, and then a favorite of mine last year, Don't Let Go. Next, Don't Say a Word, Double Jeopardy, Dreamhouse, one of Spielberg's early movies, Duel, Eagle Eye, and The Edge. Then another good one from the late director Tony Scott, Enemy of the State. Enjoy this one. Entrapment. Eye for an Eye. Then Fallout. Not Fallout. I was saying Fallout. Fallen. The Fan. Another one that a lot of people don't seem to forget when it comes to director Tony Scott. The Fan. Fear. And then The Final Cut. One of the few films that's, a thriller film starring with Robin Williams. Which he's done another one, which is like another one down here as well. Well, two other ones. Yeah, because it's very rarely you see Robin Williams, given a different performance outside his comfort zone, from comedic movies. So, like, doing it, like, in thrillers, It's kind of... It's kind of hard. Sometimes it's either weird, awkward to see him out of that comfort zone, So, but yeah. Next we got Flatliners. Fracture. Freedom Land. And then The Fugitive, the classic film. And then the sequel, which I actually don't mind, U.S. Marshals. And now it's down here now. And I think I've said this is my favorite Michael Douglas film, I think. Really underrated and enjoyable movie. The Game. Then we have The Good Son. The Gunman. Hand the Rock the Cradle. Another good one from director Michael Mann. Heat. Good movie. Then we got Heist. And then we got another film called Heist that was from a few years ago, but with one with Jeffrey D. Morgan, Negan, and Dave Bautista, Robert De Niro. So there's another one called Heist. Then we got Homefront. Next, one of the last good performances from Paul Walker, Hours. Really enjoyed this movie. Identity. And here, and speaking of what I said about Robin Williams, from director Christopher Nolan, really enough, the director of the Batman trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy, Insomnia, and especially when he plays the villain. So yeah, it's another moment where you see Robin Williams play a villain, so yeah. But yeah, I like Insomnia. Especially we get good performances especially from Al Pacino, and then especially, like I said, Robin Williams. Yeah, and if a film from Christopher Nolan, I think it's better than his Dark Knight trilogy. That's just me though. In the Line of Fire. Then you got Inside Man. And this one has an erotic thriller that I actually like because I like David Caruso, Jade. Yeah, David Caruso going to star in a CSI Miami and some other movies. So, yeah, I actually don't mind this one. Next, starting with Just Cause. Another good one with Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler. Law Abiding Citizen. Leon the Professional. Limitless. Lincoln Lawyer. Mad City. Then the one before like this, before the Silence of the Lambs, one we deal with the early film dealing with Hannibal Lecter. Manhunter, also from director Michael Mann. Manhunter, this time with Hannibal Lecter played by Brian Cox before Anthony Hopkins, and also starring William Peterson from CSI Las Vegas. So then we got Man on Fire. A good one from with Bruce Willis. Mercury Rising. Michael Clayton. Mindhunters, from a film from director Rennie Harlin, which I actually do like. Money Monster. And Murder by Numbers. And this one, a remake that I actually did not mind. Saw it back in 2017. So yeah, the remake of Murder on the Orient Express. Can't see from the glare. So I actually did not mind this remake, actually. Narrow Margin, Speaking on a Train. A really good one from director Peter Hyams. The Net. Nick of Time. To me, I think one more Johnny Depp's underrated movies where he's actually playing a normal guy, so, and a good villain by Christopher Walken. Nighthawks. Then another one of the thriller ones with Robin Williams called The Night Listener. No Country for Old Men. One of Liam Neeson's better movies of the past few years. Non-Stop, really enjoy this one. Next, here's another one involving an actor doing comedies outside of his comfort zone. I say his very first sort of a little bit of horror to it as well, but also a thriller as well. But I put it in thriller, even though it has a little bit of horror elements to it. But I put it in thriller anyway. The Number 23, yep, with Jim Carrey. Kind of funny to see him in this kind of role. Not great though, but. But it's still so interesting to see Jim Carrey in this kind of role, in this kind of film. Then another one with Robin Williams, 1 Hour Photo. And speaking of, hey, dealing with the freaking coronavirus, there's a film that's kind of like the title of the meaning of it, Outbreak. Which I do like this movie though, but yeah. If everyone's curious about the coronavirus, watch this movie. Fitting to watch. Yeah, but Outbreak. Then we got Pacific Heights. Michael Keaton does a good job as the bad guy. Then The Package. Then this is the special 3-disc edition, technically, of Panic Room. And then got The Pelican Brief. Then we got Perfect Getaway. This is another good one. This is a good one from director Joel Schumacher. Phone Booth. I think it's a really good one. Ransom. Then we got Red. Not related to the 2010 one, Red with Bruce Willis. No, but this is a different before that. Red Eye. The River Wild. Roller Coaster. Secret Window. Seven. Then we get to then The Silence of the Lambs. And Hannibal. And now this one, another shelf is complete. Down. Now, start on the next row here, on the third row, down here. Next, Red Dragon. Then the prequel, Hannibal Rising. Sleeping with the Enemy. Snitch. The Star Chamber. Stay. Suspect. And then after this one's a bit underrated as well. Suspect Zero. And here we have Then we have here the last of the thrillers before we get into the action section now. So here's the last of it. If anyone would talk about this film, but one of the Liam Neeson's best films is this film. Taken. I don't own the sequels because they're very crappy. Just stuck with the first one. Don't like the sequels. Term Life. True Romance. This is the 2-disc edition. The Tourist. Turbulence. Then the special edition of Unbreakable. Like I said, one of the 3 of the M. Night Shyamalan's better movies. And yes, I'm not a fan of Split, and I do not like Glass. So yeah, just watch the first movie. And then we got The Watcher. Witness. And then in with Vantage Point. So, and that's it for the thriller. For the thriller genre. So I'll end on this one right here, and I'll be getting to the next part in for the action section now. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 6. For the action section now. Later.